Good morning, all my sweet friends, pals, and confidants. How are you this Monday morning? It is Monday, March 9th, and I am sitting here in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida, where I live, with my husband of almost 1 year. It'll be a year in the middle of May. I'm so excited. Celebrate our 1 year anniversary. I did make reservations at a restaurant that's having a special concert or something like that the night before on the 15th, which is our date night. We have date night every Friday night. So this week we didn't have date night. He wasn't feeling well. He had a stress test on Friday and it made him a little woozy, which woozy is my nickname. For those of you who didn't know, I'm woozy. He's wobbly. So we are woozy and wobbly. This week he's having his leg procedure, an angiogram, possible angioplasty on Thursday. So we'll have to see how he's doing. My prayer is, and I've seen this happen, I worked in interventional radiology for a little bit. And once that blockage is removed and good blood flow is allowed back into that leg, he's going to feel better immediately. And that's my prayer, is that he gets immediate relief from the excruciating pain that he's been in for weeks now. So that's enough on that. It's Monday, March 9th. Like I said, it is 67 degrees out. My dog is still outside. I put him on his, I have a lead, long lead. And when I take him out in the mornings, if he doesn't do his job, I leave him out on the lead and hopefully he'll go do his job and not do it on my carpet. Supposed to get up to 77 today. To me, that's hot. Getting up there close to 80, that's pretty warm. And the reason being, it's here in Florida, it's very humid. So 78 degrees in Michigan is not like a 78 degrees here in Florida. It's hot and it's can be uncomfortable. Right now it's 67. I like it in the low 70s, like 70 to 72 with a nice soft breeze. Lovely. We are supposed to get rain Thursday and Saturday, but other than that, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect. I know y'all, I told y'all before, I do a to-do list. It has everything that I have to do every day. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, about 30 things that I do every day. And then on the right side is things that I do weekly, like, I forgot to bring it back here. Today is laundry day. I do laundry on Mondays and Fridays. I also sweep, vacuum, and mop all my floors on Mondays and Fridays. I wash Moses' dishes on Monday and Fridays. Mondays, I have to bring in the trash can. CO put it out last night. They'll come and get it. So about lunchtime-ish, I'll go out, and if they'll have done the recycling. They always come early for that, so I can bring that can in. The big garbage can, it's been late lately, so after they come, I'll bring that in. And then I dust. Oh, and I have to stock CO's little refrigerator. He went shopping and bought sodas Saturday, I think. Yeah, I think he went Saturday because I went grocery shopping on Sunday. And tonight we're going to have pork chops, and I'm going to fix a vegetable for him and mac and cheese for me. And that's the plan for today. Oh, I have a doctor's appointment this afternoon. It's time for my physical. I woke up this morning trying to think of any excuse I could to call and cancel that appointment, but it just means I'd have to reschedule it and do it another time, and I might as well just get it over with, right? Listen, I am a medical professional, And I know how important it is to keep up with our health and to have that yearly physical. I hate going to the doctor. I literally hate it. I had, after my kidney stone, I was supposed to go back to the urologist and the nephrologist, but I got my labs back, came back perfect. So unless I have another problem, I don't need to go back. And I got the report and I did research on the report. So I know what caused I know what my stones were made up. I know what the causes are, and I know how to avoid it in the future. I have to eat more citrus. I didn't eat enough citrus, but my husband does. He buys mandarin oranges every week. So I just need to get into the habit of eating them more. I have on my checklist to do it every day, and I don't. But I do probably 3 times a week. So, which is more than I did before. So don't get on me. Yeah, I'm not doing it every day, but I'm doing it more than I was. So there's that. I had one last night. So if I get one today, that'll be woohoo, 2 in 2 days. I know. I'm sorry. It's just silly. Anyway, my Saturday, I had lunch with my oldest grandson and his wife. He had a job in Miami, and so after his job, he travels all over the country. But after his job last week, they drove up here. They rented a car and drove up to Daytona. They have a friend's place that they stay at in Palm Coast. So normally we do a family dinner, but my daughter's been busy, and my son-in-law is busy. My granddaughter is busy. So he just drove up. Dakota and Paige drove up here, and we had lunch with them at Viola's, my husband's favorite restaurant. My grandson had ravioli, and that plate of ravioli disappeared before we were halfway done. I was like, oh my goodness. So he ate it all, and I gave him one piece of my garlic bread. So yeah, it was wonderful seeing them. Found out my granddaughter is a fan of mine, of my little devotional that I do every day. And last week I got every single day, Monday through Friday. I was so proud of myself. So that's my goal, to do 5 a week. If I can get 4 a week, I'm thrilled. If I can get 5 a week, I'm over the moon. So that's my goal, is 5 a week. But today I told y'all I do this. I'm doing this Bible in 52 weeks. And today's assignment just sounded perfect for me to read to you. It's about wisdom again and the fear of the Lord. And one of the things I wanted to say to you, a lot of people misunderstand the Bible when it says fear of the Lord. It doesn't mean to be afraid of him and scared of him and, oh my goodness, I'm not going to approach him. Ew. It means to be reverent, like you are to your parents and your grandparents. You love them. You adore them and you want to be with them. But if it's respectful, you don't, you're more afraid of disobeying them or disappointing them. That's the kind of fear it means. Fear of dishonoring him or disobeying him, and the consequences of that. Because kids, there's consequences to our actions. If you sin, there's a penalty that has to be paid. For those of us that love and trust Jesus, he paid that penalty. Thank goodness. Now, it doesn't mean you get to just go on sinning, because there are life consequences, not eternal, because if you are a follower of Christ, your eternal consequences have been paid. But there are consequences in this life for when we sin. A very dear friend of mine is in jail right now because of consequences of sin. Now he has rededicated his life to the Lord, and he is living for the Lord in prison, where he's probably going to be for the rest of his life. If he gets out, he'll be a very old man. But for now, he is paying the consequences. He will not have to pay in eternity because Jesus paid that price. So, like I said, fear of the Lord is not being, I wrote down some notes. It's not being terrified. It means to have reverence, to honor, respect. It's a loving, respectful obedience. And it's like, kind of like the oceans and storms. You're not afraid. Well, some people are afraid. Me, I'm not afraid of storms and the ocean, but I'm respectful because a storm, it can kill you. I mean, if you're outside, lightning can strike you, branches can fall on you, tornado can sweep you up, blow you away, a hurricane can drown you. There are all kinds of things that can happen. So you be respectful. The ocean, those undercurrents, they are strong and they take people out. My sweet brother-in-law's wife, her dad was swept out by an undertow, and they lost him. Fear of the Lord is an inward desire to please him, honor him, and obey his will. So that being said, we're going to get into some phrases, some verses that talk about fear. But mostly we're talking about wisdom this morning. So we're going to get your Bible. Oh, I almost forgot. What's in your cup? I have to tell you, I went shopping Sunday after church. I know. But they had community coffee. It's a family-owned community coffee on BOGO at Publix. And I got 2 regular boxes, so buy one, get one free. And then I saw this. And I thought, I love pecan praline ice cream, cookies. I love them. And so I saw this. And I thought, I wonder if it'll be good. Kids, it is good coffee. So I've got my coffee with a shot of espresso. I got to get some more. I only got 3 left. So I think I have some more that I can recycle. Some of those the little ones that I bought by accident. But I need to go to the store and buy some regular coffee, espresso. And then I use this in my Keurig. Also, banana bread. My grandma used to make the best banana bread. And I do too. But I cheat a little bit. At Publix, in the produce section where the bananas are, right there in the middle of the bananas is this Chiquita banana bread mix. This is the best banana mix. Now, you're not going to get off too easy with this. While this does have all the dry ingredients, you do need to add some things. It calls for 1 cup mashed bananas, approximately 2 overripe bananas, a large egg, and 1/3 cup of water. I also add, when I make it, I do 2 of these because I make a lot and I give some away. I use a cup of crushed roasted pecans, and usually it calls for 2 bananas per bag. I'll use probably 5 just to give it the little extra. And I do let them overripe. I have 5 bananas on my counter right now that are about ready to go in the freezer. I probably leave them out another day or 2. And then I put them in Ziploc baggies and put them in the freezer for whenever I'm ready. Now, right now I still have a little over half a loaf, and that will get me through the week. I have it for breakfast in the morning. That's my last piece. I won't put it in my mouth now because then you'll have to sit and watch me chew. But I warm it up in the microwave for a few seconds, and then I put some butter on it, let it melt down. Yes, it's as good as it sounds. Anyways, Chiquita banana bread mix, and when you're at Publix, it's right where the bananas are. I believe when Dixie had it with their bananas too. I can't remember for sure. But definitely Publix. It's right where the bananas are. It's not where the bread mixes are and the cake mix and that aisle. It's with the bananas. So I have tried Martha White banana bread and different banana bread mixes, and they're good. But that one, well, it's by Chiquita. They grow and sell bananas, so who better to do a banana mix than Chiquita? Chiquita, I love your banana mix. If you want me to do a commercial, I'll do a commercial for you. Okay, now grab your Bible. I'll wait for you. Got your Bible? Okay, open it up a little towards the middle to Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 8. You ready? We're going to read this together. I'm going to put my peepers on. These, by the way, are Dollar Tree, $1.25. I probably have 20 pair of them. They're different places around the house. Okay. Chapter 8. Let's see how far we can go. I would like to read through to chapter 11, which was what my Bible reading assignment is for this morning, but we'll see how it goes and how my mouth feels. Listen as wisdom calls out. Hear as understanding raises her voice. On the hilltop along the road, she takes her stand at the crossroads. By the gates at the entrance to the town, on the road leading in, she cries aloud. This is wisdom we're talking about. I call to you, to all of you. I raise my voice to all people. You simple people, use good judgment. Please, use good judgment. It's not that hard, people. You foolish people, show some understanding. Listen to me, for I have important things to tell you. This is the Bible speaking, but it's also Grandma B speaking. I have important things to tell you. Everything I say is right. No, not everything Grandma B says is right, but everything this book says, it's right. So for now, everything Grandma B tells you till I finish this is right. For I speak the truth and detest every kind of deception. My advice is wholesome. There is nothing devious or crooked in it. My words are plain to everyone who understands, clear to those who with knowledge. Choose my instruction rather than silver, and knowledge rather than gold. For wisdom is far more valuable than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with it. I, wisdom, live together with good judgment. Isn't that is so profound. I, wisdom, live together with good judgment. I know where to discover knowledge and discernment. All who fear the Lord will hate evil. Therefore, I hate pride and arrogance, corruption and perverse speech. Common sense and success belong to me. Insight and strength are mine. Because of me, kings reign, and rulers must just make just decrees. Rulers lead with my help, and nobles make righteous judgments. I love all who love me. Those who search will surely find me. I have riches and honor, as well as enduring wealth and justice. My gifts are better than gold, even the purest gold. My wages better than sterling silver. I walk in righteousness, in paths of justice. For those who love me inherit wealth. I will fill their treasures. The Lord formed me from the beginning, before he created anything else. We're talking about wisdom here. I was appointed to ages past, at the very first, before the earth began. I was born before the oceans were created, before the springs bubbled forth their their water. Before the mountains were formed, before the hills I was born, before he had made the earth and fields and the first handfuls of soil, I was there. When he established the heavens, when he drew the horizon on the oceans, I was there. When he set the clouds above, when he established springs deep in the earth, I was there. When he set the limits of the seas, so they would not spread beyond their boundaries. And when he marked off the earth's foundations, I was the architect on his side. I was his constant delight, rejoicing always in his presence, and how happy I was with the world he created, how I rejoiced with the human family. And so, my children, listen to me, for all who follow my ways are joyful. Listen to my instruction and be wise. Don't ignore it. Joyful are those who listen to me, watching for me daily at my gates, waiting for me outside my home. For whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. But those who miss me injure themselves. All who hate me love death. Wisdom has built her house. She has carved its 7 columns. She has prepared a great banquet, mixed the wines, and set the table. She has sent her servants to invite everyone to come. She calls out from the heights overlooking the city. Come in with me, she urges the simple. To those who lack good judgment, she says, come eat my food and drink the wine I have mixed. Leave your simple ways behind and begin to live. Learn to use good judgment. Anyone who rebukes a mocker will get an insult in return. Anyone who corrects the wicked will get hurt. So don't bother correcting mockers. They will only hurt you. But correct the wise, and they will love you. Instruct the wise, and they will be even wiser. Teach the righteous, and they will learn even more. Fear of the Lord is the foundation of wisdom. Knowledge of the Holy One results in good judgment. Wisdom will multiply your days and add years to your life. If you become wise, you will be the one to benefit. If you scorn wisdom, you will be the one to suffer. Folly. The woman named Folly is brash. She is ignorant and doesn't know it. She sits in her doorway on the heights overlooking the city and calls out to men going by who are minding their own business. Come in with me, she urges the simple. To those who lack good judgment, she says, stolen water is refreshing. Food eaten in secret tastes the best. But little do they know that the dead are there. Her guests are the depths of the grave. Chapter 10 starts the Proverbs of Solomon. A wise child brings joy to a father. A foolish child brings grief to a mother. Tainted wealth has no lasting value, but right living can save your life. The Lord will not let the godly go hungry, but he refuses to satisfy the cravings of the wicked. Lazy people are soon poor. Hard workers get rich. A wise youth harvests in the summer, but one who sleeps during the harvest is a disgrace. The godly are showered with blessings. The words of the wicked conceal violent intentions. We have happy memories of the godly, but the name of a wicked person rots away. The wise are glad to be instructed, but babbling fools fall flat on their faces. People with integrity walk safely, but those who follow crooked paths will be exposed. People who wink at wrong cause People who wink at wrong cause trouble, but a bold reproof promotes peace. The words of the godly are a life-giving fountain. The words, the words of the wicked conceal violent intentions. Hatred stirs up quarrels, but love makes up for all offenses. Wise words come from the lips of people with understanding, but those lacking sense will be beaten with a rod. Wise people treasure knowledge, but the babbling of a fool invites disaster. The wealth of the rich is their fortress. The poverty of the poor is their destruction. The earnings of the godly enhance their lives, but the evil people squander their money on sin. People who accept discipline are on the pathway to life, but those who ignore correction will go astray. Hiding hatred makes you a liar. Slandering others makes you a fool. Too much talk leads to sin. Be sensible and keep your mouth shut. This reminds me of saying, keep your mouth closed and appear a fool, or open your mouth and remove all doubt. The words of the godly are like sterling silver. The heart of a fool is worthless. The words of the godly encourage many, but fools are destroyed by their lack of common sense. The blessings of the Lord makes a person rich and adds no sorrow with it. Doing wrong is fun for a fool, but living wisely brings pleasure to the sensible. The fears of the wicked will be fulfilled. The hopes of the godly will be granted. When the storms of life come, the wicked are whirled away, but the godly have a lasting foundation. Lazy people irritate their employers like vinegar to the teeth or smoke in the eyes. Fear of the Lord lengthens one's life, but the years of the wicked are cut short. The hopes of the godly result in happiness, but the expectations of the wicked come to nothing. The way of the Lord is a stronghold to those with integrity, but it destroys the wicked. The godly will never be disturbed, but the wicked will be removed from the land. The mouth of the godly person gives wise advice, but the tongue that deceives will be cut off. The lips of the godly speak helpful words, but the mouth of the wicked speaks perverse words. Okay, chapter 11. This is the last chapter I'm going to read this morning. The Lord detests the use of dishonest scales, but he delights in accurate weights. In other words, be honest in your finances. Don't cheat on your taxes. Don't change price tags on things and think, oh, they don't need that much money. Pride leads to disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. Honest guides good people. Dishonesty destroys treacherous people. Righteous won't help on the day of judgment, but right living can save you from death. The godly are directed by honesty. The wicked fall beneath their load of sin. The godlessness of good people rescues them. Godliness. Oh, that was silly. The godliness of good people rescues them. The ambition of treacherous people traps them. When the wicked die, their hopes die with them, for they rely on their own feeble strength. The godly are rescued from trouble, and it falls on the wicked instead. With their words, the godless destroys their friends, but knowledge will rescue the righteous. The whole city celebrates when the godly succeed. They shout for joy when the wicked die. Upright citizens are good for a city and make it prosper, but the talk of the wicked tears it apart. It is foolish to belittle one's neighbor. A sensible person keeps quiet. A gossip goes around telling secrets, but those who are trustworthy can keep a confidence. Without wise leadership, a nation falls. Without wise leadership, a nation falls. We're watching a nation fall right now, right before our very eyes, because of its evil leadership. But those who are trustworthy can keep a confidence. Without wise leadership, I said that. There's danger in putting up security for a stranger's debt. It's safer to not guarantee another person's debt. A gracious woman gains respect, but ruthless men gain only wealth. Your kindness will reward you, but your cruelty will destroy you. Evil people get rich for the moment, but the reward of the godly will last. Godly people find life. Evil people find death. The Lord detests people with crooked hearts, but he delights in those with integrity. Evil people will surely be punished, but the children of godly will go free. A beautiful woman who lacks discernment is like a gold ring in a pig's snout. I'm sorry, not discernment, discretion. A beautiful woman who lacks discretion is like a gold ring in a pig's snout. The godly can look forward to a reward, while the wicked can expect only judgment. Give freely and become more wealthy. Be stingy and lose everything. The generous will prosper. Those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed. People curse those who hoard their grain, but they bless the one who sells it in times of need. If you search for good, you will find favor, but if you search for evil, it will find you. Trust in your money and down you go, but the godly flourish like leaves in spring. Those who bring trouble on their families inherit the wind. The fool will be a servant to the wise. The seeds of good deeds become a tree of life. A wise person wins friends. If the righteous are rewarded here on earth, what will happen to wicked sinners? I'm going to end there this morning. The Bible has so much about how we should live our lives, and I hope that you take it to heart and learn to be discerning and learn how to be wise and to not judge others, but encourage and give wise counsel. If the person that you're ask you advice, if they're a wise person and truly want godly advice, they'll listen to you. A fool is just going to go in one ear and out the other. So I hope that you stay close to those that have wisdom. And I have both of my best friends are very wise women, Marcia and Vicky. Very, very wise. And I hope they are my mentors. I hope that I take after them, that I become more wise as I grow older. Been a Christian for many, 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 many years. I still have a lot to learn. I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. It's Monday. This week is full of possibilities. Make wise decisions. I love y'all. Bye.